All right. I don't know what the hell that was. All right, so there's two bolts coming out. Carburetor slides onto them. They use those bolts or nuts. When the carburetor slides on, the air breather slides over that. And then when they put the nuts on, the air breather that's holding the carburetor and everything in. Kind of a piss poor operation. I would prefer to see a couple of flat nuts holding the carburetor on a little bit separate, and then this, put on over that. However, that's something I may change down the line. I don't know yet. So the one over here was a problem. This one went on into the hole fine. This one didn't want to come out of the hole in here. So I had to put a larger socket in there before I even had the nut on it, and bang it a little bit to get this to go in. I'm trying to figure out why we do it. Now it's also a little shorter, however. I don't know why that is either. But with that being said, with a little persuasion, it wasn't stripped or anything like that, but there was just something holding this out of here. So I went in and I took it off a few times and checked the gas line to make sure that's not being pinched or anything. The only thing that I seen that it might have been was the hose clamp hitting the back of this. And if that was the problem, I could have just put a little notch in this thing to cover it. But I didn't want to do that unless I had to, because it wasn't going to affect the carburetor to put a notch in that. And then the filter goes over all of it anyway. But anyway, at that point, we got it in there. Now, is it in there the way it should be? I don't know. It's tight. It tightened right up against the frame or the manifold, so we should be okay. Now, let's see if these are going to go in. If one is off a hair, and there really shouldn't be. I don't remember that happening before, but it could be a number of little things. I had to move the choke cable because I didn't have another cable, and I wasn't about to go out on a hunt looking for one. If I find one, fine. Is there here? What the hell's the problem here, guys? There we go. Man, I'm turning and turning and turning. There we go. Don't be too tight just yet. Get the other one in. There it goes. All right, so everything is hooked up except for that cable up on the top there. I gotta get that little thing in place with that little stupid little wrench. They've been busy the last couple of days. I'm surprised. The other day down, I think it was in the creek, or not the creek, there's a yacht club down there. What the hell's the name of that yacht club? I don't remember the name of the damn yacht club. What the hell was it? It's a nice place. And there's different stages. Pine Orchard. Yeah. Anyway, the Pine Orchard. The Pine Orchard Gospel. Anyway, there was a fire down there, one of the houses, and I don't know the whole story, but I heard that apparently the daughter, which was a young daughter, was upstairs, and the father, I guess, wasn't aware of it or something. I don't know. Or he thought she was outside. I don't know the whole story. But anyway, the house caught fire. He gets out. Then he sees his daughter upstairs. Now, how a lot of these houses are around here, especially down near the water, if they don't have a widow walk or a watchtower of sort, they have these big second story or second floor porches. They're open. There's no roof on them or anything. There's rail, naturally, safety rails, banisters, whatever you want to call them, around it. And some even have picnic tables and chairs and all kinds of stuff up there. The women of the house or whatever, they lay out there and get their little suntans and stuff like that. Well, the bedrooms are attached to those. So apparently the daughter made it out to there. And the house is like really going up. You couldn't get back in it. So the father actually got a ladder, which it was good thinking. Got a ladder, put the ladder up, grabbed his daughter and brought her down to safety. But they've been busy. And this was all before the firemen got there. Now there used to be a firehouse down there, but for some reason the town decided to close it down because they had to pay, well, I think so, for some reason. I think the reason was money. Again, don't ask me why. There is a firehouse, number 9, Company 9, not far from there. They can probably be at the yacht club once they leave station within a minute and a half, 2 minutes. But there's a firehouse down there. And there's even a fire engine in it. But they don't use it anymore. Because apparently Pine Orchard was charging them $1,000 a month. And I guess they felt with Company 9 around the corner, why have it? Well, you know what? Sometimes when seconds count, I mean, in this case, if they were up in there, they could have been there, and by the time you opened the door, they could have been there. And what would have happened if the father didn't have the ladder? Then what? I'm sure he would have thought of something. Didn't say how old the father was. I don't remember if they mentioned his name, so I don't know if I know him or not. Come on. Putting this on there, or taking it off wasn't too bad. Putting it back on, meaning this little screw, Okay, now get that back. Let's see. Getting there. It's almost high enough in there to put a ratchet. But a quarter? No. Now that I look at it, you know. A ratchet wrench would be nice, but I don't have one that small. And every now and then when you do it, you end up on an off angle so that the wrench doesn't want to fit. You got to go that little extra. But what it does is it's holding the choke cable down. Because if the choke cable isn't down, it's going to want to move back and forth when you pull the cable. So this holds the outer cable so that the inner cable will work. Come on. But like I say, it falls right where you can't get the other one on. You can't use the open end. Got it there. When you do get it on, you can get a pretty good turn. I can almost get a 360 out of it. No, not quite, but close. It's getting dark and it's raining again. Darlene came home. So now I guess she's going out because everybody's running around through here. So. Yeah, she's got to be up, buds out. She got them into a habit. You know, they used to go in and out by themselves whenever they wanted to. All of them. One go out, 2 or 3 of them would go out. But they got to the point to where she felt she has to go out with them. So she would say, okay, let's go out. So they go out with her. And then when she goes in, she goes, okay, I'm going in. Well, they come in with her. So she wants to know why they bark and wake her up, because they want to go out. Because you got them used to going out with you. I mean, if they got to go to the bathroom or something, they go out, you know. But if they want to just go out and run around the yard and have fun, it's not going to happen unless mommy goes with them.